Okay, so next we will discuss about that the scale. What is the meaning of the scale? Because scale is a relationship between map distance corresponding to the ground distance. Suppose two things on a map represent with two things on a ground that is represented in kilometer, and we convert this kilometer distance on a in centimeter on a map. That is called a scale of a map. You can see page number 11 in the top of the map. If you see, one line is drawn there, okay, and in the left hand side there is written 2 centimeter to 1 kilometer. Okay, that is called the statement scale is there. Okay, statement scale means when we express the scale in words. Scale in words means 2 centimeter on a map represent 1 kilometer on a ground is there. And left hand side, right hand side, left hand side also given 500 meter to 1 centimeter. 500 meter to 1 centimeter means 1 centimeter on a map represent 500 meter on a ground is there. Okay, left and right hand side, both side, there is a scale is given that is called a statement scale is there. In the middle of that the line you can see 1:50,000 is given. That means it is a ratio between map distance corresponding to the ground distance. It is called a representative fraction is there. 1 represent map distance and 50,000 represent ground distance is there. Third is that the linear scale. You can see one line is drawn here, and it is drawn divided into two parts is there. 0 to 6, you can see that 0 to 7, 0 to 7, that is called primary division, and 0 to left hand side, that is called a secondary division is there. Okay, there are three kind of scale is there, bete. Now we will discuss about that the difference between large scale map and small scale map. But large scale maps are those maps which shows that the small area with great detail. For example, when we prepare the Jalalabad map, okay, then Jalalabad is a small town is there, but we express means on a map we show each and everything. For example, your school is there, hospital is there, then snacker is there, that spicy garden is there, then there is a Ramshanam colony is there, okay, petrol pump is there, bus stand is there, okay, your Ram Dosa corner is there, then a Big Bite is there. Okay, each and everything we have to represent on a map. Jalalabad is small, but information given about each and everything which is present in Jalalabad on this map, that is called a large scale map. Small scale map, small scale maps are those maps which shows that the small amount of information about a large area. Means, for example, India is a very big country. Okay, 28 states is there, but we have to show only means 28 states with capital cities. Means in each state have so many towns, cities are there, but we represent only capital. They are called the small scale map. Okay, beta. Next, beta, the topographical map is the example of large scale map, and atlas book you can take, wall map you can take the example of small scale map. But a large scale map shows that the town, village, okay, on the map. But small scale map shows the important features like mountains, plains, plateaus, continent, countries. These come under that the small scale map is there. Next, bete, the scale of the large scale map may be 1 centimeter represent 50 meter, or you can say 1 kilometer, or the scale of the small scale map 1 centimeter to 100 centimeter is there. Hanji, now today we will start the measuring distance on the map. How to measure the distance on the map, bete? First of all, what is the distance? But a distance is the space between the 2 points. Okay, it may be short distance or long distance is there. Okay, in India we use that the metric system, means we show that the distance in meter or kilometer is there. Okay, but there are 1000 meter in 1 kilometer and 100 centimeter in 1 meter is there. The distance is normally measured in a straight line. For example, one point is here, one point is here and another one is here, and we have to measure this distance is there. Okay, but in topo sheet, distance is two type is there. We have to measure the distance between two places in the different ways there. One is the direct distance, another one is the indirect distance is there, bete. Now you see the ratio between the distance of 2 points on the map and ground distance in the same unit is called a scale. Okay, 1 ratio 50,000 means 1 centimeter on a map represents 50 centimeter on the ground. That is called representative fraction. Means if we show 1 centimeter on a map, it represents 50,000 centimeter on a ground. If we show 1 kilometer on a map, it represents 50,000 kilometer on a ground. That is called a representative fraction, or we can say that the universal scale. Now we talk about that the how to measure the distance in a straight line, or you can say crow fly distance is there. But a crow fly distance you can see in the figure is there, figure 1.5. The distance between A and B, there is a distance of 5 centimeter is there. Okay, we can measure this distance with the help of divider. We keep the one leg of the divider on this point, another one on that point, and we measure that distance, how much that the divider is open. We keep on this linear scale is there. One leg of the means of the divider we keep on 0, and another one we keep it on the means another point is there. And for example, it will come that the 5 kilometer, and we write that the distance between 2 points is the 5 kilometer is there. You can see that as the crow fly phrase refers to the shortest distance between two given points, it can be measured directly by using the scale or with the help of divider. Divider means the compass which have the two sides of that, the we can say the compass is there. Okay, it can be divided. The two leg of the divider are placed on one point, and then by placing it on the linear scale is there, which I represent to you. Then on the linear scale, the distance can be calculated. For example, the crow fly distance. Crow fly means shortest distance between Gulabganj and Pithapur is 2.5 kilometer. They have to show us. Then to measure the distance of a curved road, river or canal. Curved road means you know about the road is not going straight way. It is always moved towards. Another point is there. You can see in the figure 1.6. You can see that there is a means that the road represent with that the black color which move in a means winding form is there. Okay, how we measure the distance of this. Now you can see that bete. See, with the help of paper strip, you take a piece of paper, okay, and start keeping this paper on this point A. And however this road is moving, you have to move your paper like this way and put mark on it, and then we have to measure up to end point is there. How much that the means we can say that the points is come on the paper. We have to keep that paper same way on the graphical scale, and then we have to measure that the distance. One method is this one we can use, otherwise you can use the thread is there. We can take the white color thread is there. Okay, we have to keep that the means first of all we make the knot on the point A, and then we start moving our thread along that the winding road is there. Okay, then we have to measure it up to end point is there. How many dots means however that the road is wind, then we put that the mark on that the thread is there. Then at up to the end point we take it, and then we have to keep on the graphical scale and we measure that the distance is there. That is called indirect distance. Now we read out. With the help of paper strip, take a strip of paper and put its edge at the starting point and mark it on the paper. Means we have to mark that the with the ink on that the paper however the road is moved. Follow the curve with the string and again mark at the end point. Now place the paper string on the linear scale and calculate the distances there. Another method I told you means the thread we can use to measure the distance. With the help of thread, take a piece of thread and put a knot on one end. Means from the starting point we keep that the knot. Place a knotted end at the starting point and move along the curve of the river along with the thread is there. Mark the end point with an ink dot on the thread. Now stretch the thread along the linear scale till that the marked end calculate the distance. But a distance is always calculated in kilometer or meters. that must be mentioned. Okay, along with the distance when we have to measure. In the higher classes you read about this topo sheet in detail. Here only for the information they have given you, means which method is used, simply they have to provide the information. In detail you can study, you people have to study about all these things in the 9th or 10th standard is there. Now we talk about that the conventional sign and symbols. I told you conventional sign or symbol means a symbol which have fixed meaning and used all over the world, that is called conventional sign or symbol is there. But it is the most important component of the map. It is not possible to draw on the map the actual size. For example, mountain is very big is there. Okay, how we can draw that the big mountain is there, river is so many in the lengthwise, that is a long is there. Okay, houses are very big. Okay, how we can draw all these things on a map? So we use that the small symbol to represent each and everything. Okay, such as building, roads, bridges, tree, railway lines or well. So they are shown by using certain letters, shades, colors, pictures and lines is there. A variety of features, both natural and man-made features, are depicted means show with the help of symbol on the map. For example, the river, trees and metal road. For example, if we want to show the river, then we draw one, means maybe we can say the winding black color line we represent on. Okay, if we want to show the tree, then tree symbol with tree small leaf we have to draw it. Okay, if we want to show metal road or pakka road, then we use double red color line is there. But these symbols give a lot of information in limited spaces there. With the use of these symbols, map can be drawn easily and are easy to read. Map have universal language, that is called conventional sign and symbols, and that can be understood by all. Means if we know about that leaf is formed on a map, that is the meaning of tree. If we see double red line, that means it is the symbol of that the metal road. Okay, you can see in the figure 1.5 double red line is there, dark color red line is going on. This is a metal road is there. Sipu Nadi is represent with that the black color line is there. Okay, this is a symbol of that the river is there. Okay, so there are an international agreement regarding to use these symbols as they are universal accepted. But these symbols are used to give maximum information in detail about an area using appropriate color, which already we discussed. Yellow color for agriculture, white color for uncultivable land. If we see that the brown color, that contour represent, green color forest, red color if you see this one, that is represent that the settlement is there. Okay, black color canals is there. So different colors are used on a topographical sheets. A list of relevant conventional sign is given at the bottom of the map so as to facilitate study. Means whole symbol we are unable to learn it, so some of that the symbols given at the end of the topo sheet is there, that is called character sheet. I will show you. You see in this paper, this is a topographical map, and at the downside of the scale there is a some sheet is formed there, that is called character sheet of the symbol, that is called a key also, or you can say that the legend also there. This is your chapter bete. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime.